On everybody, it's J Crypto here to give you another video about my progress, my loss of my gains, and trading on these commodities presently. And as you can see here, you see the red, you see the blue. Obviously, the blue is good, the red is bad. Now, just so you guys know, I have already taken my profits in my trades, and I deposited about $130 into the account. I'm sitting around plus, uh, I'm sitting around $200. So I made plus $70 in trades. Now, I started trading in crypto maybe 3 days ago. Well, the first time I traded in crypto was probably 2 months ago. I wasn't successful because my trade knowledge was very low. But since then, my trade knowledge has increased greatly, and my analysis has simplified and become a lot more focused. So I'm a lot better at trading. You probably can't tell with the red and the blue, but I made plus $70 since I first started trading, and I'm not taking much of a loss. Actually, I'm going to show you my trading positions right now. So this shows you my trading position history. All right, and as of July, let's see, July 8th. I'm not gonna look at May. Let's look at July. All right, July 18th, July 19th. I answered this trade July 18th at around 10 o'clock in the evening, and I had positive gains. I've been making mostly positive gains. I had -2 right here, and I just wanted to get out of that trade as soon as possible because it was taking too long for me to make money. Now that trade is gonna make money, but it's not making money right now. And right here, this was triggered by my stop loss, so I didn't do this automatically. If it was up to me, I would just stay in the trade. But I set a stop loss, and over the weekend, I always set my stop losses because you never know what happens in the market over the weekend. I mean, news could trigger and affect any currency or any commodity very drastically, and you don't want to be caught in a trade overnight without setting your stop losses and be stuck minus all of your money, right? So I set my stop loss, and it just so happened, uh, I didn't make any money on that trade, but I took some profits, since then. So as you can see, I have been taking more profits than losses since the 18th when I first started back trading. That was 2 days ago. All right. Now, let me go back to my current positions. And my current positions, wow, that's crazy. I just went to a page for 2 minutes ago. Now I'm like all in the positive, which is great. All right, so let's check out my copper real quick. Copper, one of my copper trades on plus 8%. Oh, I'm gonna highlight it. Profit losses, right? Plus 8%. Since I started that trade, and the other copper trade on plus 13.5%, which is great. Let's see. This gold trade, I'm almost plus 0.1%, but that's still positive. This older gold trade I have, I'm plus 7.4%, which is great. Gold is actually doing great for me. Silver, I'm minus 8.7%, which isn't bad. I'm predicting by the end of the week, all of these profits are going to be plus 20, 30%, maybe plus 50, 60%, which is great. And if that's to happen, like, I'll make a lot of money. But I'm really good at analyzing these commodities, and I'll show you why. I'm not bragging on myself, but I'm going to show you why. Okay, now here is my MetaTrader 4. This is my real account. I have not started trading in US dollar yet, but that's because I already had Bitcoin. And I was like, let me just trade in this Bitcoin because I already have some. So let me just use this Bitcoin I have. J Crypto, boom. So I threw in Bitcoin in one broker and started trading, but I used my analytical tools here on my MetaTrader. This is connected to my real account, and my real account brokerage is JAFX. I'll give you guys information about both of these sites and how to trade. But I'm going to show you my mental process that I put into trading. Right. So first, let's go to the gold because that's the big daddy. You make the most money with the gold. All right. Now, this is the daily chart. As you see right here, it says D1. That's daily. And on the daily chart, the RSI is relatively low. It's around 33.68, you know. And when I first entered my gold trade, the RSI was around 25, 26. Since then, it has increased to about 33. I took my profits at around 31. So I made a good profit on that. And since it's still relatively low, it's around 33.6, it's still relatively low. Um, I have potential to make more money, probably double the amount of money I have now. Um, and if you look at the chart, you can see that it's been going down. And historically, the price of gold has been increasing. So if I'm looking at the daily chart and I see since February, the price of gold has been decreasing, you know, then I'm like, hey, it's been going down a lot. I might want to follow this trend, or I could take advantage of the market and put in a buy order while the RSI is low. I'm not the type of person that follows trends per se. I'm the type of person that looks for when I can take advantage of a market. You're supposed to buy low and sell high. Naturally, the RSO was really low. I know it's a good time to buy. So I put in a buy order. And if the RSI was very high, I would put in a sell order, regardless of the trend. I'm not saying don't follow the trends. Trends are good indicators for the direction that the price is going to go. And it's a good idea to follow them, but you need to know when to buy and when to sell without looking at trends. All right. Trends are more of a gut basis thing. When you are a little more analytical, you look at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. Now, looking at the weekly chart, the RSI is at 32. That means it's extremely low. All right. Hasn't been this low since December of what? Or November of 2016. That's so this is like screaming buy, buy, buy. This is like it's all time low for the most part. If we're looking at the RSI, it's all time low. And historically speaking, we're gonna go back in time a little bit. Historically speaking, uh, well, no, we shouldn't go back in time on a weekly, but you can see it's a good time to buy because the RSI is low. Looking at the weekly, let's go look at the monthly. And I'm going to show you if we go back in time, the RSI is in the middle. All right, that's pretty good. And as you can see, for the most part, the RSI is really high. Usually, as long as it's high, that means that for markets that are increasing, such as gold and silver and copper, the RSI should be high because it's the price of it. It keeps increasing over time. Now, since the price kind of leveled out around 2013, and it leveled out around $1,200. Since it leveled out around $1,200, the RSI has diminished. And as you can see, it's been up and down, up and down, up and down since 2013. But prior to 2013, let's go to 2005, March. The price of gold was around $750, $800 per ounce. It's almost uh, like it's not double that, but it's almost like 1.5 times that right now. All right. So since in 10 years, the price of it went up by a lot. I'm not talking from 800 to $400. I mean, it increased by $400 from 800 to $1,200. All right. Now that's a telltale sign. Actually, be more specifically, in 5 years, because 2008 it was around $800, $750, $800, and it increased to about $1,200 2013. Since then, it's been hovering around that price. 2013, from 2013 to 2018, it's been hovering around that price. So I look at these indicators and I take all this into consideration when I look at it. When I look at the weekly chart, I look at the daily chart, and what I'm looking for the most part, is if my weekly chart RSI is low and my daily chart RSI is low, in my mind, it is a good time to buy. I have two charts that talk about the longevity of a price. And when I talk not longevity as far as years or months, I'm talking about longevity as far as days and weeks. All right. So let's say you enter a trade when it's low in one day. The RSI is low in the weekly and in the daily chart. You enter it and you start losing money. You should not worry, because as long as the RSI is low on the daily chart and the weekly chart, you should feel a little comfortable in knowing that it's going to increase by the end of the week. That's how I've been doing it. That's literally how I've been doing all of my trades, and it's been working nonstop. All right. So that's my goal. And right now, I think my copper is doing the best. You know, it really has. I entered my copper when it was around $2.70, and it's right now about $2.78. So it didn't go about much in like just looking at it on a chart, but provided that you invest like $2,000-3,000, that 8% increase, I mean that 8 cent increase is a lot of money. Okay. Yeah, because that is it's going off percentages. And silver, I've taken a lot of profit in silver. I entered the market in silver when it was around 27 RSI on the daily chart, and it's currently at around 35. I took my profits at around 32. All right. So since then, I made put in some new orders. Some have been in the positive. Actually, most of them are in the positive. Some not so much. But I'm expecting by the end of the week that everything is going to be blue. Everything's going to be positive, and I'm going to get massive gains. All right. So let's look at my take profits. Right now, I have a take profit of 3 for my copper, but do I think it's going to go that high? Not in a matter of weeks. Maybe in a month or two, it'll go that high. And I could keep that money in there like that, but I'm not. Once it goes up plus 50, 60%, I'm taking that profit. I'm taking it. Like, I'm not keep my money there longer than that. I mean, if I feel like re-entering it, I will, but no. All right, so this is like plus 183%, provided that it goes up to 3 from $2.60. And my take profit for gold right now is at around 1,257. It's the price of it now is around 1,231. So if it goes up from 1231 to 1257, that'll be a plus 104% increase for me, which is great. And that could definitely happen in a matter of a week, a matter of 10 days. That could definitely happen. And silver is the one I'm losing the most on right now. I'm expecting the price of silver to go up to $15.87 from where it currently is $15.50. It's only a 30-cent increase. I definitely think the price of silver can definitely go up 30 cents within a matter of a week, 30 cents per ounce. And these are my dogs in the race. This is what I'm working with. I'm going to be shooting videos all week showing like my progress, so you can have some insight as to how everything operates. Also, I think you should trade in crypto as well as trade in fiat currency. Reason being, you double your profits. It just makes sense. You can copy your trades off one platform, paste it onto the other platform. You make money on one, you make money on both. Boom. Also, remember this. If you trade in Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin has potential to increase greatly. All right. So with that being said, guys, I enjoy sharing this information with you. It was been a pleasure. I hope you gain some insight and some awareness as to how everything works. Now, if you haven't been trading, by all means, follow me. I'm trying to build a team of young traders, and you don't need a lot of money if you're going to trade how I'm trading. And it's all about success and teamwork. So with that being said, look forward to my videos that are coming out in the upcoming weeks, and I'll talk to you guys later. And for everyone out there, keep trading.